Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and this time we're going to be doing another deck profile. Now this is for one of the decks which I'm going to be lending out to people at the Oxford University Trading Card Game Society, which I mentioned in the previous hat deck profile. So this means that the majority of the deck I built myself, and I've been trying to collect it over just recent months and years, and it's not quite finished, so I've had to supplement it with a selection of cards from just my collection. So that means that obviously the deck isn't in the most competitive state that it could possibly be, but it would require a great deal more money to actually achieve that. So what I need from you guys watching is, you can see that we've only got the main deck here, no side deck or extra deck in this video, and I would just love if you could put your ideas for extra deck and side deck cards and any changes that you would make to the main deck in the comment section down below. That would be really helpful to me. And also I'd just like to say a quick thank you to Cool Kingdom. They're a trading card website that sells cards from Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Cardfight Vanguard, Pokemon, all sorts. And they're being very supportive of me with my hobbies, and I do a few videos for their channel which will have its own link in the description, so you can check out their website at www.coolkingdom.co.uk, and you spell cool with a K. So now, without further ado, let's get into the deck. So this is, keep in mind, just what I have at the moment. So we play one copy of Abyss Lead and two copies of Mermail Abyss Megalo, because they're easy to reach. No Teus in here and no Lind, unfortunately, but we do play three copies of Abyss Pike, and three copies of Hild, which are Lind replacements, because it's the next best thing, in my opinion. We play the one Abyss Gund, the one Abyss Socia, and one Abyss Dirge. And that's it for the Mermail selection. Then for tech choices, we've got two Gen X Undine, or Undine, however you want to pronounce it, with one Gen X controller. And with the Atlanteans, we play a pretty standard build of two Marksmen and two copies of Heavy Infantry, and the one Dragoons, because the Dragoons searches out your big guys, and it's pretty key in this deck, because we don't have the three Teus. So you need a way of searching into the rank 7s, and this just helps you do that much faster. And we do play two copies of Aqua Spirit as well. And my own tech choices, we have one Fishborg Archer. I know Blaster got banned, but I think that Archer is really still a very useful card in this deck. I don't see why it's not seeing more play. One Deep Sea Diva for that first turn Armades, Tidal Dragon Rule of Waterfalls, and a Gauzy Emissary of Darkness. Now Gauze will eventually turn into Mulan Glacier, unless you think it should stay in which case, leave a comment saying that. And that rounds up the monster lineup. On to the spells. We have a very complicated spell lineup here. We have one Dark Hole and two copies of Salvage. Yep, that's the entire spell lineup right there. Okay, on to the traps. We play one Compulsory Evacuation Device, one TT, one Generation Shift, which I just put in as a tech choice, and I think it's working really well with the Hild in here. Just because you're able to get rid of your original Hild, bring a new one into your hand, and then you can special summon stuff, like your lead or your Abyss Megalo. It's just a very good card in general, and it gets rid of stuff if you don't want it on field. Then we play another tech of two Torrential Reborn. This was recommended to me by a friend from my old Isle of Wight tournament group, and this just is really useful. It's like a Monster Reborn. It's almost like a Monster Reborn for your deck, because it doesn't stay on field after you use it, and it just does a little bit extra damage. But it can be so useful if you swarm your field, and then your opponent goes your opponent's waiting out with Torrential, and then go Torrential, get rid of everything, and you just go Reborn. All comes back, and you do like 2,500 damage. It's just a very useful card. We play one copy of Call the Haunted. Just because it allows you to bring back stuff not at the point when it gets destroyed. One Abyss Sphere, because I've only got one, unfortunately. It is lovely, ultimate, though. I wish I had more, but I could only get my hands on one at the time. One Raigeki Break, because it's a discard outlet. Two Trap Stun, because I think it's really good in any deck which OTKs, and this deck especially, it's just such a brilliant card. People have to play it, I think, in OTK decks. And High Tide on Fire Island, which I'm interested in using. I haven't actually managed to pull it off effectively yet, but I really think it could be a good card. I just need to actually get to a point at which I've used it. So, yeah, that rounds up the main deck, and as I said before, there's not going to be an extra deck bit in this video. This is going to look really weird having only 3 spells. So we've only got the main deck, no side deck, and no extra deck. So if you guys could leave any of your suggestions for what we should put in the rest of the deck, just leave that in the comment section down below. That would be really helpful to us. And if you could like this video, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see more duel videos, deck profiles, anything of that sort, because we're going to be doing a bunch more videos. And again, check out the Cool Kingdom website to pick up your copies of any of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because they do actually stock singles of every Yu-Gi-Oh card out there. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.